The most common historic cement only requires two ingredients.
My family's been using sand from this creek for over 300 years. We've used it to build at least 3 houses, a couple of barns, stone walls, stone bridge abutments, and God knows what else. When you harvest small amounts of sand from a stream bed like this, you quickly come to understand that there are different qualities associated with pretty much every bend in the creek. You'll have clean, sharp sand in some places. You'll have a dirtier, rounded sand. And in some place, you'll have sand with a bigger aggregate. Each type of sand has a particular use. None of it's worthless. In a way, this is living off the land. Unfortunately, the state owns this land now, and it's no longer in my family. What this essentially means is that it belongs to everybody. And I've learned one thing in my life: when something belongs to everybody, it's loved by no one. I come out here and I find trash, bottles, just garbage everywhere. People generally just don't care. It's absolutely essential that natural sand is washed. It can mean the difference between good and bad masonry work.
My normal lime source are shells. I generally prefer oyster shells, but I can get crushed shells by the yard so much easier. Whole oyster shells are much harder to find these days, even here in Maryland. I need to give them a good wash to remove dirt and sticks, and to wash out as much salt as possible. Really doesn't take much to burn the shells. I've been experimenting with different designs lately, and that means tearing down one kiln and building another.
Alright, the firebox is done. Hopefully we'll be able to generate enough heat in here to really get the shells cooking.
Fortunately, it doesn't take long to build a small lime kiln. It's really just mud and bricks. to use a better quality clay for the liner and let it dry out for a few days. Well, I screwed up. It cracked all to hell, and I'll need to redo it. A little bit of sand mixed with the clay will help with the shrinkage. I'll keep the fire going for 8 or 10 hours. That's generally enough. I prefer to burn them at night, and I'll come out every hour or so and tend the fire. The shell should be pretty well finished by dawn. The burned shells break down into a hydrated lime powder after dipping them in water. I then let them sit in water for a few weeks or months. Eventually, they become a very high quality lime putty. 3 or 4 sand to 1 lime putty is generally strong enough for most pre-1890s masonry. This type of cement only hardens when it's exposed to the air. It can be mixed days or weeks in advance if it's stored properly. That looks like a pretty good mix. Let's go try it out real quick. Any mortar that shows up on the surface of the bricks will actually come right off. A little bit of water will keep the air out of this mortar until I'm ready to use it.